Welcome, this is Gail. We're going to start our warm-up for our Tai Chi practice today. So we always start out with a bow. So you do your right fist, that's the sun, and that flat left palm, and that's the moon. We bow down in respect to one another. Very good. From here, let's bring the feet a little bit apart and place the hand a little bit below the navel center, about 2 finger widths or 2 inches down from the center is the center of the dantian, where we gather energy and center ourselves today. So make sure your ears are over your shoulders, your hips over your feet, your chin tucked in a little bit, knees a little soft bend, standing here just for a moment. So I invite you to feel your feet into the floor. We're getting out of the busy mind and into the body by feeling the feet onto the ground. As we're here, I invite you to breathe in, expand the belly, and as you exhale, let the chest and belly fall. And again, breathing in, belly out, exhaling, belly button towards your spine. Let's do that one more time. Breathing in, belly out, and exhaling. Good. Let's bring the arms out to the side here, and let's just soften those neck muscles by doing what's called the Atlas point rotation. So it's basically taking your nose and drawing a nice circle. You may be hearing some little snap, crackle, pops happening, and it's perfectly normal. You can go a little bit slower or a little bit faster, whatever feels okay for you today. Again, try not to lock those knees. Have a little soft bend in the knees today. Good. Now let's pause and let's take that in the other direction. Notice if you feel any difference when you go into the other direction. I feel a little bit more noise going on when I do the Atlas point rotation today. One more time, all the way around. And then join me back here at the center. From here, let's go ahead and turn the head side to side. Again, keeping everything away from the ouch, but doing what you can with what you got today. You may notice some stiffness one side versus the other. Again, just notice what you notice or don't notice. And let's add on to that. Let's bring the hands to heart center. It's called swimming dragon. So what we'll do is push hands one direction, turn the head the other direction. And if you like, you can also shift your hip a little bit, get a little bit more stretch into the body. Now from here, inhale, bring it back to the center. And as we exhale, hands one direction, head the other, shift that hip. Inhaling back to the center. One more time each side. Here we go. Shift away, turn the head, shift the hips. Back to the center. Exhale, push it the other direction. Very nice. Back to the center. Let's do a finishing breath. Let's inhale, circle, sweep arms up. And bring down the heavens. Hands come down the heart center. Very nice. Excellent. From here, let's spin those hands. Spin those wrists. That's good for loosening up the wrists. Good for carpal tunnel. Plus, it gives a little air coming across your chest if you like that. I like that. Notice if one wrist spins easier than the other. I know my left hand is a little more stiff than the right today. And let's pause and go the other direction. Very good. All right, from here we're going to cup the hands and swing the arms. And you know what? Bend the knees at the same time. Getting that range of motion, easing that bursitis in the shoulders. Also kind of lubricating the knees a little bit when we do this. Very good. A couple more. And then let's go ahead and tap the tops of the shoulders or the upper back if it's available. Very good. Loosens those muscles around the shoulder. Gets that stiffness out of there. So these movements are great for promoting relaxation, flexibility, and overall well-being before we get into our Tai Chi Yang style short form practice today. Two more. 2 and 1. Very good. And just kind of let it dangle there. Very good. From here, let's inhale, circle, sweep arms up. And again, bring down the heavens. Bring down that Qi energy back down to the Dantian. Now from here, I'm going to do a point and flex. So I don't know about my balance today, but I'm going to rest on the back of the heel and point. I'm lifting that heel and then flex. Point and flex. So this motion helps to lessen leg cramps. It also, when you're contracting or pumping that calf, it returns the blood flow from the lower extremities back to the heart. And so the calf pump is considered to be the second heart in traditional Chinese medicine. And let's switch sides. I'm going to bring that foot out. I'm resting on the back of the heel. So I'm doing that toes towards my heart center and pointing it away. Again, flex and point on the other side. Also, this ankle isolation helps you to have a better walking ability. Oftentimes we're very, very stiff in the feet. We have challenges, because maybe our footwear really kind of cramps the feet and doesn't allow us to have full mobility of what's going on with the feet, with the ankles, the shins, and the calves. One more. Very good. And bring it in. From here, coming up on the ball of the foot, we're going to do an ankle rotation. So this is one that you do with the foot connected to the floor if your balance is unsure today. And there's a little bit of rotation of the knee also. So, be sweet, be kind. If you need to hang on to a chair or a wall, this will look a little bit different. And then reverse direction. So again, you have two options here. Weight on the floor doing that ankle rotation, more of a knee introduced, or hanging on, balancing, and rotating. And release. Let's do the other side. Again, you're on the ball of the foot, rotating that ankle joint. So this is an overall entire leg being involved in the process. Or, if your balance is good, maybe you can do your ankle rotation. If you need to hang onto a wall or a chair, please do so. And I can hear my feet going snap, crackle, pop. And reverse. Notice if it makes a different shape when you reverse. It might, depending on what's going on with you today. Very good. From here, let's bring the feet in just a little bit and bend backwards and forwards. Well, not backwards, but bend down and up. Working those knees. Excellent. 2 more. 2 and 1. Let's bring the feet out just a little bit. Turn the toes towards the corners of the room, hands on the hips, and do a little bit of hip rotation here. And then as you kind of get used to it, maybe a little bit bigger. Again, we're kind of working all the major muscles and the joints in the body to prepare for our practice of the short form Yang Style 12. And let's pause and go the other way. Very good. And then make it smaller, smaller, and smaller. Step those feet in. Let's go ahead and do Qigong. So this helps move the lymphatic fluids in the bodies. You might want to turn from the quad side to side. You can bring it upward if you like. And again, turning side to side. And then flapping the wrists. Good. Then from here, let's clap the hands. rub some heat into the hands. We're going to do what's called the Big Six. I incorporate the Big Six into our Qigong detoxing method today. Big Six is inspired by Dr. Perry Nicholson. So again, it's another method for getting the lymphatic fluids kind of being less than toxic, okay? So we're going to take a hand across the collarbone and stroke across above and below the collarbone. So this technique is also addressing the stomach, the kidney, and the lung meridians. You can also instead tap, tap, tap. So there's a specific order in doing this to have the best effect, to encourage that in the lymphatic flow. Let's do the other side. So again, you can spread out the hands, fingers above and below the collarbone, stroke across. Also the option of tapping across. Okay, and next we're going to go to we're going to spread out the hands and go here in front and in back of the ear, down the neckline, and then down the jawline. So just alternate. So this helps you to have better CSF flow, cerebral spinal fluid flow, because we tend to, get rid of our waste in our brain when we sleep at night. But it's got to have a clear pathway to do that. So this is one also way of lessening brain fog. All right, let's do the other side again. In front of the ears and back of the ears, down the neck, down the jaw. Make sure you're also getting back here at the back of the head, because there's lots of lymph node nests going on in that occiput area. So again, down that side, down the neck. Excellent. All right. So the next one, you can just do your hand at a little right angle if you like. This is one of the simplest ways to do this. But to press into the armpit and down, that thumb here at the pectorals. So, it can be just a simple press in and out. Or what a lot of folks like to do is go ahead and tap, 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 or do a little bit of rub. So again, this is another lymph node nest area where men and women that get breast cancer, this is an area where they check, did it move to these lymph node nest areas? So let's just kind of get rid of that muck, yeah? Okay. Let's do the other side. Don't forget the other side. Again, you can just do a simple press in and out. Doesn't have to be too vigorous, okay? Some people want to do a little fist and, kind of pound in here. Whatever feels okay for you. It should be a pit and not a puff, an armpit, yeah? If it's a puff, that's an indication maybe there's some inflammation going on, yeah? All right, so then we've done the first 3 areas. We have 3 more to go. What I like to do is find the lower place of my ribs, and that's where the diaphragm kind of sits underneath those ribs. And sometimes when you kind of feel stuck in your breathing, I like to take my fingers here and just stroke across. And you know that the gut is considered to be the second brain of the body, according to traditional Chinese medicine. So let's just go ahead and get some vibrational energy going on here in our front torso here. Very good. Now I'm going to set my feet out just a little bit wide, because we're going to go into the inguinal crease, where the leg inserts into the torso, that little crease area, and chop what they call chop the quad. So again, men that get prostate cancer, women that get ovary, uterine cancer, they check these areas to see, did the cancer move to these areas? So again, let's just get rid of that muck, shall we? We shall. You basically are doing like a little sampler today of the Big Six. So you should typically do this for about 30 seconds to 45 seconds, maybe a minute. All right, the next area is the knees. Let's go ahead and clap the hands once again. Get some heat going on here. Always like to give a little special attention to the knees, right? And I'm going to bend down here and bring that heat to my kneecaps. It often feels very nice. And what you can also do is come up on the pads of the fingers and circle around the knees, getting those acupressure points. And you reverse. And then I'm going to step my feet in just a little bit more. You can tap, tap, tap the sides of the knees to lessen knee pain. Basically, that's the gallbladder meridian, and stroke the back of the knees. So you tend to have edema, swelling in the feet. You gotta address the knees first before you can address the feet to effectively help you to have less edema. Excellent. Come back on and up, clap your hands. Very nice. Let's do that finishing breath, and let's do a few more postures before we start our short form. Let's inhale, circle, sweep arms up. Now this time, let's bring down fists. I'm going to bring my feet a little wide. We're going to do eagle claw. So inhale, fist to chest. Exhale, sky high. Inhale, back to your chest. Exhale, push it forward. Inhale, back to your chest. Exhale, out to the side. Open and close 5 times. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back to your waist. Inhale, other fist to chest. Exhale, sky high. Inhale, back to your chest. Exhale, push it forward. Spread out those hands. Very good. Inhale, back to your chest. Exhale, out to the side. You can turn your head if you like. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back to your waistline. Again, inhale, fist to chest. Last time, this side. Exhale, sky high. Reach, reach, reach. Inhale, back to your chest. Open up. Exhale, push it forward. Inhale, back to your chest. Exhale, out to the side. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back to the waist. Last time, inhale, fist to chest. Exhale, sky high. Inhale, back to your chest. Open up. Exhale, push it forward. Inhale, back to your chest. Exhale, out to the side. Open up, close. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's bring those feet a little bit wider as we inhale, circle, sweep arms up. This time, we're doing the blood pressure technique. Bend the knees, bring it down. From here, take your thumbs across to the outside of the hands, fingers on top of the thumbs, and then inhale, stand up, squeeze that chest, and then bend the knees, turn the arms out to the side to stimulate that heart meridian. And again, inhaling, circle, sweep arms up, back of the hands, come down to heart center. Okay, grab those thumbs, inhale, elbows back, chest forward. Exhale, out to the side. Whether you have low or high blood pressure, again, inhaling, circle, sweep arms up. This is your blood pressure technique. Exhale, bring it down. Grab those thumbs, inhale, elbows back, chest forward. Exhale, out to the side, turn those arms. Last time, inhale, circle, sweep arms up. Bring the back of the hands down. Grab those thumbs, here we go. Inhale, up. Exhale, out to the side. Let's do that finishing breath. Inhale, circle, sweep arms up. And bring down the cheeks. Set those feet in. Very good. Let's end our practice today with that right fist, and that left palm, that's the moon. And join me for part 2 for our short form Yang Style 12. See you next time.